Worst cartoon towns to live in.
Today, we're talking about the worst cartoon towns to live in. And I gotta start with the
All right,
Bikini
let's
Bottom.
see.
And yeah, I know this is like the third video in a row I've talked about
Well, yes,
SpongeBob.
the Bikini Bottom is. I mean, it is kind of bad. Not gonna lie. Like, there's nobody really even close to them, and it's basically just a small town. It's not bad. I shouldn't say it's bad, but like, I guess a big part of it being garbage is they have one restaurant. That's it. One restaurant, one supermarket. I'm pretty sure they're the only school they have is the boating school. And there's a lot of dumb people in that. Mainly Patrick. And I feel like it just be bad to live in any of these cartoon places just because of all the destruction it causes to the city, and that doesn't make your life a living hell, man.
But I can't make this video without talking about the Bikini Bottom. Like, the Bikini Bottom citizens are some of the most assholish residents I've ever seen. These must be hating on everyone and everything, man. Like, when
Well,
Miss
they're
Puff
funny, bro.
introduced Flash to her class, this was their reaction.
Just go ahead and sit anywhere you like.
Yeah.
Bro, they got the masks on and everything too, bro. Like, they could not make their hatred any more obvious. And I always gotta bring up the time they beat up this innocent old man up
yeah, they beat up
twice
an old
over
man.
a little misunderstanding. They didn't even bother doing a little bit of investigating. This was just their excuse to take out their anger and hatred on someone for the day. And I mean, shit, sometimes they don't even need an excuse. Like, they were just being racist to Sandy in that one episode just because she was a squirrel. They were calling her a dumbass in every way possible.
Well, that's
And
any
respect to
town.
Sandy for keeping her
That
together.
legitimately, that's any
Believe them
town.
niggas
You're
will
gonna
be
be
catching these hands.
getting called
Okay,
bullshit.
so after dealing with all these hating ass
It's not
fish,
terrible.
we decide to get something to eat at the
Yes,
Krusty Krab,
yes.
the best restaurant in the Bikini Bottom. I mean, with the way these fish be fiending for them patties, man, that
Yeah, I
must
guess.
be busting. So you place your order and you take a bite and nearly shit your fucking guts
Why?
out just because cheapskate Mr. Krabs was trying to save a few cents on some patty. Oh, and don't forget, Plankton always has to come for his daily visit and blow.
Yeah,
for the
Plankton.
5
Yeah,
millionth time.
Plankton
And,
always
bro,
blows-
the cops are some of the
blows
most
everything up.
incompetent niggas ever. Like, take this.
Well, I feel like
Strangler-
that's every cartoon. All of these cartoons, the cops are just absolute idiots. Like, all right, South Park, boom. That's probably the dumbest one. That's definitely top 3. And this, I guess, it's not bad, but and Family Guy, like, there's just a bunch of these cartoon shows that have terrible cops that have no idea what they're doing and completely oblivious to everything that's going on.
Episode. After SpongeBob tattles on this dude for littering, the cops pull up and cuff his ass. But turns out this guy is actually the Tattletale Strangler, and he strangles anyone who snitches on him. And apparently the cops didn't cuff him up enough because he ends up getting out. And the cops are
How?
like,
Well, shit, nigga. Figure it out yourself. This ain't our problem.
like the f you mean this is not your
It
problem?
is your
it's
problem.
job. But arguably worse than the Bikini Bottom is South Park.
Thank
The
you.
Bikini Bottom
It's the
citizens
worst
might
town
be
ever made.
assholes, but the South Park citizens are just fucking insane. They take their dumbassery to Olympic level. Like in the episode Goobacks, a bunch of immigrants from the
Yep.
future go back in time to South Park looking for jobs. But they end up taking all the jobs, leaving the people in South Park with no jobs. So to stop them from existing, all the guys
Oh,
get
God.
into a huge
Yeah, oh my, I remember this episode. They all decided the way to fix the problem was to everybody get butt naked and sit in 1,000-man pile. Okay, there's no way there's 1,000 people. Like in 100-man pile in the middle of the.
gay pile. Like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. If all the men are gay, then that means no more babies will be born. But like, bro, what the f? Then there's the episode where Stan and Cartman break a dam, causing a huge flood in Beaverton. And the scientists decided the flood was actually
Oh
caused
my
by
god, this
global
one
warming.
pissed me off too. Because they thought global warming was gonna occur because of this damn shit. And they didn't even go outside because of it. And when they did go outside, they wore like 5 layers of clothes on. But when they wore all those layers of clothes, they thought they were dying. and they even act like they're just this entire town is so dumb and gullible. It's actually hilarious. Well, mainly the entire universe in the South Park way. I'll not explain it.
which causes the entire town to panic.
You're fine.
Yeah, niggas were just tripping over nothing. This is the only town in fiction that would let a 10-year-old lead a Nazi march because their people think it's just a Mel Gibson fan club. The only town where you'd see a
Mel
bunch
Gibson
of grown-ass
fan.
men bouncing around in their huge cancerous balls.
South Park
just
definitely has the most
smoking. And if you
outrageous
thought that the
clips.
Bikini Bottom cops were bad, just wait until you hear about the South Park cops. Bro, like the Man Bear Pig episode just really shows us how ass these cops really are. So
They're
pretty much in the
genuine, just
episode, Man Bear
dumbasses.
Pig is just going around South Park brutally killing people. And so the cops get a
What?
call about a dead kid at the elementary school. And this was the detective's reaction.
All right, which one of you little shitheads did this? Come on. I don't have time for these little games. Which one of you peckers felt isolated and lashed out at society?
Like, how the f do you see that? And then conclude it's a school shooting. Then the detective just ends up blaming Cartman and Kenny just so he can go home and play some Red Dead Redemption
Yo.
2. And even when the deaths get worse, this nigga's still like, yup, definitely a school shooting. Actual dumbass, bro. And this town is always just going
Oh
through
my
the
God.
dumbest, from giant killer guinea pigs to Satan himself. And if all that somehow didn't convince you that South Park is literally hell on earth, all I gotta say is
They
one
are
name:
Just terrible.
Eric Cartman. We all know the destruction this little demon is capable of. Next, Quahog, also home to some absolute dumbasses.
Hey, I
This
got all
town
three of
wouldn't
them.
be that bad to live in if it weren't for one family. The Griffins. Specifically,
Yeah.
like I found this Reddit post that said that Peters
Like-
killed a
Peter, he killed so much people, and every fight with the robot chicken, like, they literally took a rocket up to space and crashed it. That's over $1 billion worth of damage just from that alone. Every one of these fights between Chicken and Peter always makes into a town destruction where everything gets broken. Anything in their path is getting destroyed. There's nothing stopping it.
about 1,000 to 1,500 people throughout the whole show. I mean, this nigga does like blowing
Oh,
up
yeah, he
hospitals.
blew up
And
a
don't forget the
hospital. Oh
chicken
my
fights
God.
that destroy so much and kill God knows how many people. Stewie's also pretty bad. Like, he was partly responsible for starting wars and mass destruction across the world. I mean, yeah, like the whole family's just bad. Lock them up and Quahog would be so much safer. But still, I mean, the citizens themselves are pretty bad too. Next, Springfield, really not that bad compared to all the other towns. Like, yeah, living next to a nuclear plant will probably get you cancer in your 30s.
Ain't
And
too
yeah,
fun.
sometimes the citizens are assholes. But as long as you stay away from Homer, you can live a pretty normal life.
Teenagers.
What's happening? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Next, Dimsdale, bro. This town would genuinely drive me crazy.
Haven't
Like,
seen the
everyone
show.
here is so unbelievably stupid. And then, like, the most random shit happens daily just because one dumbass kid has
Oh,
fairy
I'm
godparents. One day you're flying
Watched
into
a
the
little
sun,
bit. I didn't
the
really
next
watch
you're
the
losing
show.
your shit because you can't fall asleep for some reason. But still, I mean, low-key, I kind of understand why Timmy is so selfish with his wishes. Like, if everyone around me was this
Hey,
dumb
no.
and annoying,
Anybody would be selfish with their wishes. Like, if you had unlimited wishes, you are using that shit so much. Like, immediately, $1 million in the bank account right now. You know anybody's being selfish. Anything that makes them mad, they are using a wish on to fix it.
I wouldn't care either. Next, any musical town or city like the one from the Lorax where everyone's
Yeah.
always singing all the time. And don't get me wrong, at first this shit would be fire. Imagine waking up and everyone's like,
I love Saturday.
man, I'd have to bust a move. But after a week, that shit would get mad annoying. Even worse, imagine getting diagnosed with cancer and then your whole family dies or some shit like
It's just
that. And you
singing
wake up to,
magical
"What a
song.
beautiful day it is, Sneedville." Bro, I would lose my shit. Bro, I understand where the Grinch was
It ain't a
coming
bad
from, bro. Like,
town.
imagine just listening to all those annoying ass niggas
It's
singing
just the
songs
singing
all the
would
time,
just
bro.
piss
Bro, he
you
was in the
off
right.
and
Like,
grind
shut your
your
bitch asses
gears.
off. God damn. But yeah, that's really it for
Damn.
this video.
Wait, what? You didn't talk about Gravity Falls. You didn't talk about Powerpuff Girls. You didn't talk about this. You didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I know I missed a bunch of.
Hey, you can't talk about Gravity Falls because it's not their town. I must be. Yeah, you can't talk about Gravity Falls. But missed that show. But hope you guys enjoyed this video and make sure to check out Sheenie. I mean, he's a grown YouTuber and so am I. But hope you guys enjoyed this and make sure to check out his channel right here and click subscribe and click this video right here to get another one of my videos and keep watching me. So I'll see you guys in the next one.